So now let's start designing the header for our portfolio website. So as you can see that we are into our WordPress dashboard. Simply go to appearance, and from here we have to click on this Elementor header and footer builder. Click on this, and here we have to create a new page for our header. So go to add a new, just open into a new tab, click on this, and here we have to give the name to this page. So we are going to build header, so simply we'll type header, scroll it down, and here you have to select the type of template, so it's going to be header. And here you have few options, so where you want to display this header which we're going to create. So it's give you a multiple choice. If you are creating this particular header for the landing page, you can assign that as well, but we're going to create it for our entire website, so we'll simply select entire website. And here you have also few options, just ignore it, go with this one. So click on this publish, and now just click on this edit with Elementor. So now here we have to design our header. So as you remember that if you are using a free version of Elementor, then Elementor will not allow you to create your customized header and footer, but we have installed Elementor header and footer plugin. That's why we are able to design our header section. So if you're not using pro version, then install the header and footer builder by Elementor, then you can able to design your header sections. So to design the header section, all we have to do, simply click on this plus icon, select container 1, and just click here and go to advanced, just let it be like that. So simply clicks on no, just cut this section. Now we have to add an inner section to this main container. Just come to this section, slave, and this looks good. We're going to divide this container into 4 sections. Simply divide that, and just little bit drag it little bit, because just drag it, because here we're going to add our logo. So go to this image sections, click on this, and from here we have to add our logo. So this is the logo which I want to add. From here you can adjust the width, or you have an option from doing here also. So if you go with the max width, so let it be 70, looks good. We'll do the adjustment later. Now we have to add menu, so look for search for menu. So this is the one which I want to use. Click on this, and from here you will give multiple options. So if you are creating a specific menu for a specific page, you can select it, but this is going to be my main menu. So I will go to the styling, and I'll just scroll it down. From here I'm going to change the typography to poppings. So this is the primary typography I'm using, so let POPP poppins, and I'm going to increase the height to the sections. First increase the width to 700, so this looks good. And now I'm also going to change the text color, so I'll just make it, I'll use the primary color to the sections, global color. I'll go to this section, and I'm going to use this one, and I want to add a color when someone's over on it, so I'll add this one. So if someone's over, you will get a nice this color. So now let's adjust the width to the section. So just spread it like this, or you have an option to do the adjustment in the width by simply going to this advanced section. Just click on this, and you can assign a height like width to the sections. So I just want to assign 60%. It's quite big. We'll do the adjustment in that. So let's make it little. This looks good. We're going to add 2 sections in this. So here I'm going to add a social icon. So first let's give a background color to this section. So just click on this inner section and go to styling, and from here we're going to provide a background color to white. So just take it there, full white, and I'm going to just decrease the transparency. So I think this looks good. We're going to do the change into the latter part. So now I'm going to add the social media icons in here. So I'll look for so see social media. So this is the one I want to use. So click on this and just leave it up here. From here you will have an option to select the styling. So I'll go with circle. No, it's not square. I'll go with circle. circle. From here you can able to set the alignment, just let it be into middle. I'll go with that. Go to styling sections, and I want to change the color to this like icon, so I'll go to this official color and I will choose customs, and from here I'm going to provide the primary color to white. Just give it white, and I just want to just make it transparent, just make it complete transparent. Now go to this secondary color, and here I'm going to assign this global color. So as you can see, we got a nice look. Now we have to do the changes in the like size of this icon. So go to this icon sections, and we're going to decrease the size a little bit. So let's make it so this looks good. So go to content, and from here we can simply duplicate it. So I want to display 5 social media icon, 1 2 it's 6, so I need to remove one. So go to this Facebook, and from here you have to select the icon. So I want to display Insta, so Insta, so click on this, insert, and Insta is added. I need to just add one more social icon. So Insta is done, Twitter is done, Facebook is done. So what else left? So let's add Pinterest. So Pinterest. So as you can see, we have added this social media icons. Let's click on this and set the vertical alignment to middle, so all these text will come into one row. Now we have to add a search icon and a button. So let's simply go to this section, and from here we have to look for a search icon. So I will go with this one. So simply drag this one and just leave it up here, and I want to change, I just want to have the icon, not input box. So this is how it's going to look like. First click on this and go to advanced section and scroll all the way down to positioning, and from here you have to select inline auto. So what will happen, that this icon will contain in one box. So now we have to add a button to the section. So click here and look for a button. So simply scroll it down and just leave it up here. No, just delete this section. We don't want in the new section, we want in the section. Click on this and just leave into this, yeah, leave it here. So we're going to change the text first. I'm going to add CONTACT, contact me. I want to change the font family, and I want to have POPP Poppins, and want to make it to 7/6. It's look good. So do the same thing for this section also. So go to the advanced and go to positionings and make it inline auto for button also. So now as you can see, they both are into the same line and in the same row. So now we have to provide a little bit margin, left margin. So just click on this icon, search icon, and from here we're going to provide margin from the right. So just provide the margin from the right, just make it 30, and click on this and vertical alignment to just make it to end. So as you can see, we got a nice animation thing. So you can able to also increase the, like this one also, just increase a bit. So as we can see that we are ready with these sections. Let me show you that how it looks on the actual website. So if I go to the sections, if I go to open into a new tab, so as you can see, this is how it's going to look, but there is a problem. We need to fix that also. So we are not getting this border, and we have to provide a little bit margin to the section. So we are getting a nice hover effect. Everything is good, like this section is also working. So let's go back to here, and we have to provide radius. Go to the styling sections, and we have to provide border radius to 10%. Update this page and come back to the websites and just refresh it. So as you can see, now we are getting the nice look, nice radius here. But there is a I think we can increase a little bit height of this section. So let's come here and let's click on this. Let's click on this section and go to Advanced tab. We can increase the padding from top and bottom. So let's break it and let's make it 10% from the top, and 10% from the bottom. Let's update and let's see how it's look. Come to the page and just make it that's look good. So as you can see, now we have successfully designed the header section. It's looking beautiful. So now we have designed successful to the sections, but let me tell you that how we have got this look. So let's come back to our dashboard and go to this pages sections, and let's click on this home, edit with Elementor, open a new tab, just click on this. So as you can see that we have given the negative margin to this main container. So let me click on this, just click on this and go to this section, and as you can see we have given a negative margin to 112. If I just remove the margin, so what will happen that this box will come down, because we are using the free resources. That's why we don't have this option. That's why I use the negative margin to bring this section at the backward. So the styling we have used in the header sections for transparency, we can able to achieve that. So simply go to the sections, give a negative margin. So I just want to give 112. So this is the negative margin which I want to apply. So what will happen is that this entire section will go at the back of this like header, and we have a nice transparency effect on this. Let's make it a little bit more transparent. So just go to the sections, click on this inner one and go to this transparency, and from here we have to just decrease a bit. So decrease a bit, update it, and let's go and just refresh this section. Let's actually refresh this section. So as you can see, we have a nice transparent background. So this is how you can design your custom transparent header for your portfolio website. So in the next video I will show you that how you can design your custom footer for this portfolio website. So see you in the next video.